Hey everyone, it's Chris in the North Conway studio, and I am joined today by Lisa McCoy of Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center at the base of Mount Washington, and we're going to talk outdoor winter fun. Lisa, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Chris, for having me here.
And in just a bit, we're going to touch upon the new demo day you have coming up where people can try different gear on the snow. But before we do that, give us a little overview of Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center. What is this great place up in Pinkham Notch, New Hampshire?
So it's a kind of like a beautiful little winter hub of activity. I'd like to think of it as like kind of everything except for alpine. And of course, we've got our neighbors just a little bit to the south here, Wildcat Mountain. So if you want to go alpine skiing, they're there. But we've got tubing, we've got fat biking, we've got, of course, world-class cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, dog-friendly trails, snow coach tours on Mount Washington. And if you don't know what that is, it's kind of a unique opportunity to get above tree line on Mount Washington, which you really can't do unless you wear like crampons or, ice tools or something like that. So it's a unique opportunity to get up on the mountain in the winter.
Yeah, kind of like the Mount Washington Auto Road in summer lets non-hikers visit the summit of Mount Washington and experience that really magical world above tree line. The same thing, you can do that in winter, but with a guided tour in a kind of a heated stage van.
Exactly. And so it's kind of neat. It's a passenger van that we've retrofitted with tracks. So much like, a passenger van meets a snowmobile, and you can get up into that kind of unique environment.
It's definitely something you want to bring your camera for because it is absolutely beautiful up there. And if you're lucky, maybe you'll even get a taste of that famous weather Mount Washington is known for, those famous winds and blowing snow and rime ice.
Yes,
it's a cool experience.
It is. It can get kind of exciting up there, as we all know.
And then down in the woods below there, people can cross-country ski and snowshoe in the woods and in the fields. You mentioned world class. I remember I think it was last year, we had the U.S.'s first gold medal Nordic winner, Keegan Randall, visited, and she was enjoying the trails. And so it's world class, but yet very family friendly.
Really family friendly. We have 45 kilometers of trails total. And about 15 kilometers of that is all groomed for your skiing adventure. And there's a lot of it that is really nice, moderate terrain, kind of rambling hills up and down. And then there's a couple more, the upper reaches of the elevation of the system are a little more challenging, but overall very family friendly. And it's a great place to come and learn and also to train and also to race.
It's fantastic. Speaking of racing, you guys have a weekly race series, Nordic Meisters. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so just this past Tuesday was our our first edition of Nordic Meister racing for this season, and we had an awesome turnout. But everyone did a really great job, with the COVID modifications that we have in place for social distancing, and a couple little changes with the bibs and the way that they transfer. But it's a great way to get out, get some exercise. And if you haven't already signed up, the way that it works is it's a time trial. So you can show up anytime between 9 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. And we have, both classic division and skate division. You could do a long course or a short course. And if you're new and you've never done Nordic Meister before, but you're kind of curious about it, you can actually use our rental equipment for free for the whole series.
No kidding. Oh, that's great. And this is a great idea for someone looking to get into the sport. As you said, you may think, well, that's counterintuitive. I'm not going to just start by racing, but you're really racing against yourself week to week and trying to better your time. So maybe the first race, you go out kind of casually, you explore the woods, you get a feel for it. And then the second race, you just try to do a little bit better. And a great way to stay in shape and fall in love with the sport of cross-country skiing.
That's exactly it. And you can be inspired by other folks that you see and, kind of setting off on the starting line or maybe out in the woods, as you said, and you're just like, wow, like if I just improve my technique just a little bit more, then I could just get a little faster each week. And like you said, it's kind of, you're racing against yourself. You can make it as competitive or non-competitive as you like. And there's an untimed category too. If you really are like, what, I don't even want to know what my time is. You can, but have the motivation to go week after week.
Yep. And this is happening Tuesdays throughout the season. If people want to register for it, what should they do?
You go on our website, greatglentrails.com. Under activities, there's a direct link for Nordic Meisters. I should mention too, We also have after 1 p.m., you can race on snowshoes if you'd like. So we have a snowshoe category.
Nice.
And after 3 p.m., there's a fat bike category.
Very fun. So no matter what your activity, you can enjoy it. Do you have anybody doing all three yet?
We have one person doing all three, and I've tried another woman to do all three. Right now it's a man, so I'm hoping I'm working on one woman to just add the snowshoe category, and should be good to go.
Unless I'm mistaken, Lisa, you're a woman.
Unfortunately, I don't fat bike nor really snowshoe run, but maybe I'll think about that.
Well, it's time to try something new, and this is a great way to get better at each of those activities.
Oh no, Chris, you're throwing down the gauntlet now.
Yeah, I want to see that. Either that or Nate maybe wearing a wig or something like that.
Ooh, that would be fun.
That would be fun. Let's talk about that demo day coming up.
Sure.
I believe it's July. Yeah, try January 17th. What is this demo day all about?
So it's really neat. It's an event where you can come, you get a trail pass, and with your trail pass, you can try any of the gear that our vendors have here at the base of, out in our courtyard. And there's a good number. I'm just going to pull up my spreadsheet here. Atomic will be here. Solomon will be here. Fisher skis, Rosignol, Tubbs snowshoes. So
nice.
If maybe you don't even have any Nordic equipment and you're curious about it, come get a trail pass and you can just kind of put some gear on and head on out. For anybody looking to upgrade their equipment, it's also a really good opportunity to try some new boots, try some skis, see, if there's a variant in the equipment that might be better for you. And
if you fall in love with something, is there a chance you could purchase it that day?
Yes. So we have most of the gear that is there in our store, and we have a store-wide sale, 10% off everything if you decide that there's something that you like.
That's fantastic. You may see me up there on January 17th doing some demoing myself. Mm-hmm. So we've got great activities at the base. We've got the snow coach tours. We've got Nordic Meisters Citizen Race Series. Now we have the demo day for people who want to get up and enjoy any of this stuff. Are there any new precautions or procedures that they need to consider because of COVID-19 this winter?
Sure. I'll just let folks know that we're doing this year tubing reservations.
Mm-hmm.
We can make sure we limit the time of, folks on the hill and the amount of people that are out there at a time. So we have morning slots and afternoon slots. So you have to reserve that online. And we're encouraging everybody to book their snow coach tours online as well. But day passes, you don't need to get online. We actually found that it's just as long in the building. So just come in, we'll get you a trail pass, and then you can head out on the trails. But I should mention the cafe is not going to be open. So our cafeteria is closed. So much like other Nordic resorts, we're asking people to, eat their lunch or snacks in their car, come into the lodge when they have to, and then head out on the trails. And that's the beauty of Nordic skiing, is that it's naturally socially distant, and it's a great time to enjoy the winter beauty.
Beautiful. And I absolutely recommend bringing your camera, because it is something else up there at the base of the Northern Presidentials and on the edge of the Great Gulf Wilderness once you get on the trails. So it's absolutely beautiful. Lisa McCoy, thank you so much for joining us. Have we missed anything?
I think that really covers it. I will mention, if you're really ambitious, Chris, we've got another event at the end of February, our annual Ski Shoe Fat Bike to the Clouds.
Okay. That
is happening. And, there's a couple COVID modifications for that as well. There won't be an award ceremony. We'll limit time inside. But we are doing the race, and it's, folks are going to head up the hill. We've already got 3/4 of registrations full. So, tell people if they're interested in the race, check out the website and sign up as soon as they can.
All right. And that is ski, snowshoeing, and fat biking?
It's not a triathlon. It's one division. You pick one. So
right.
You can
but
ski,
any
snowshoe.
Any of those three.
Exactly. And it's 4 kilometers on Great Glen trails at the base, kind of like rolling hills. And then it's a good 6 kilometers up the Mount Washington Auto Road.
All right. And there's no snow coach division.
There's no snow coach division.
All right. Well, I may have to start training then.
All right. Sounds good.
Lisa McCoy, Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Chris, for having me.
All right. You're watching White Mountains TV.